Yo, it's King Inglewood. What's going on, y'all? What's the word? We're going to give it a little second for some people to slide on through. What's going on, everybody? Peace and blessings to everybody, man. Peace and blessings to everybody. Prosperity to you, man. For real, for real. That's how we coming with it. Just waiting on some people to come in, man. We appreciate anybody that come through. We appreciate everybody that's stopping through tonight. Coming chopping it up with us. We're going to get to it shortly. It's your boy Al Bone, a.k.a. Allen Russell. Yeah, just chilling right now, man. Where I'm at over here. Just chilling right now. I'm not quite in Inglewood right now, but I ain't too far from it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, King Inglewood, man. Just trying to welcome y'all in. We're gonna touch on a different topic tonight, different subject, man. We had a guest. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, our guest couldn't make it. He had to back out at the last minute, so hopefully we can get him back. You know what I'm saying? Probably sometime next week, a couple of weeks like that, man. We're going to look into doing that. So my apologies to everybody that was expecting that and waiting for that to come through. But we're going to get it. We're going to get took care of, man. Y'all know sometimes stuff just happen out of, sometimes you got to improvise and kind of, you got to improvise and switch stuff out, improvise on the spot. Things don't always go out the way they don't always work out the way you exactly plan them sometimes. So that's cool, though. So, but yeah, anyway, the topic of this episode is going to be, is it always that people make bad choices and follow the wrong crowd? Or is it possible that some people were meant to live that way? So that's what we want to tap in on. My apologies for the noise out here, y'all, too. Y'all know, Stony. Yeah, so I ain't gonna wait too much long. We just like 2 minutes into it, though. It ain't been too long. Like 2 minutes into it. So in a minute, my co-host will probably be coming through. Yeah, my co-host is about to be coming through in a minute. Actually, it's probably one of them right here now. I'll take both. Word.
What's the word, bloody?
What's going on, bro? Larry, what's up, brother?
Burning edibles. Burning bush edibles.
Burning bush edibles, baby.
Burning bush edibles.
He having some technical problems with the audio. I say, he having some technical problems with the audio. I can't hear him or his pitch.
Oh, it ain't me tonight, huh?
It
ain't me tonight, huh? Burning bush edibles. What up, baby? Number one edibles on the street.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, so hey, first off, I want to apologize to anybody, man, because we had a preset programming, y'all, that was supposed to feature somebody from Inglewood that grew up in Inglewood, and he had to back out at the last minute, so unfortunately he couldn't make that the scheduling we had set up, so we're going to try to set that up a little bit further down the line in the future if possible, maybe. So, but the topic tonight we're going to touch on a little bit, I guess, is this is a question. It said, is it always that people make bad choices and follow the wrong crowd in life, or is it that some people were meant to live that way? So that's the question I want to touch on, because to be honest, my reality is some people were meant to live that way, bro. It wasn't like if some people were meant to be that way. I know choice coming into play. Yeah, I know choice coming into play, but I think ultimately over that, though, some things be out of a person's hands. Like, I know me personally, the household I grew up in, it was fairly balanced. Like, my grandparents, they were very well off, still is to this day. My mom, she was more under the average act of things. Like she was able to keep a roof over her head and stuff like that. But anyway, man, at a certain age in my life, like I had a real upbringing. But at a certain age, around 12 or 13, a lot of other things started coming to my household, and there was a lot of other things that I started to discover, like even about my own mother. You know what I'm saying? God rest her soul. And I ain't got nothing against her. I love her, you know what I'm saying, to death, and even beyond that. But it was just certain things. This like the stuff a lot of people say, like the street life, even with the drugs and stuff like that. This stuff came to my household. Now I know ultimately, yeah, I had a choice, right? Still, you know, people would say like you got a choice still, even though it came to your household, you still had a choice whether or not you know right from wrong, whether or not you want to choose to go this way or not. But then to me also, it's something bigger than that, man. Like sometimes, like to me, it's meant for people to go through that type of stuff anyway, and to evolve, maybe to evolve into what there is. But I want to know y'all opinion about it, man. If y'all don't mind touching on it, what y'all think about that?
Well, my opinion on that is I don't know. Is it what's the word you could say? Hereditary? I mean, it's
Oh
in a
yeah,
bloodline.
wow.
Cause I feel like no lie, like shit, like my I'm a Sims and when I get to hearing the history and then I look back at it, I'm like, damn, like from granny to great grandma to shit, this the life?
So basically, like, because the people you heard people.
Or it was the life, or was it the life that was well, not created, well, the life that was brought upon us by the property or the places that we was put at throughout the segregation throughout Chicago.
That's what I was.
Like look where they put us at.
Right. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Like
Like,
they like I don't actually believe that none of our parents or their parents wanted us to stay where we was staying at. No, like come on,
right.
like who
Or
wanted that?
growing up, like, right. If you think about it, I see what you're saying. I think I agree with that. If you saying what I think you're saying, like, I agree with that. Like, the environments, like, you're a product of your environment
You're
to
a
a deep extent. And then I think something about that hereditary thing, too, though, when you said that, because you ever heard the saying, y'all heard the saying before, you are your father's seed, or you are your father's child, whatever, you know,
yeah.
whether your daughter or so. But it's like things that DNA and the hereditary thing, I do think that play a part. Because I look at my father now, and I look at the lifestyle he lived, and I look at other people I grew up around and their fathers and who their fathers are and who they were. And I look at their children and who they are, who they are, and I see like it's like you carry that. It's like you got a position or something if you want. I don't think you have to take it, but it's like it's a position or something that's already ordained to something from you based on who you came from, what two people came together and helped create you. Like, cause you ultimately a mixture of your mom and your dad, right? You're a mixture of your mother and your father once you come out. Your mom and your daddy put together equal you. You know what I'm saying? They made you. So it's like that's two different that's two different backgrounds or histories combining with one another, and then that's creating like a whole nother. It's like a whole nother chapter or something, I guess, a whole nother universe. It seems like. For real. Yeah, so I mean
That's see what you just said, like you say, like they say your daddy seed. That's why I believe there's a lot of messed up things going on right now because a lot of people, including myself, probably don't even really know themselves because I got a daddy who's somebody who's been in my life for forever, but I think my biological father, no, I haven't met him, so I don't even, I'm missing that part. It's like some key things I'm missing until I bump into him. That's what I was telling you the other day. Like,
Can y'all hear me?
yeah, we can hear you, Larry.
Yeah.
Like damn,
I
like
was listening, but
that's
I
what
was
a
just
lot of
trying
this shit.
to get settled.
Cause that way it's like that's why the men was the because you think about it, man. You was created by the seed. The seed is the father. So if you missing the father out your life, shit, you missing the
Yeah,
part. You don't even
because
know what. You don't know if you're a hard worker. You don't know. You
somebody
looking at the
said
female part. She was the carrier. She the carrier. But the person who
so
actually
your
planted the
masculine,
seed.
you basically talking about your masculine and your feminine characteristics. Somebody said last night though, right? I was talking to a female last night and she said she had some words with a guy because the guy was saying that it took a man to raise a man. And she said they had a big fallout about that because he was saying that women should be, they supposed to be quiet, and it was a bunch of stuff she said he was saying, but I guess it rubbed her the wrong way. But that's what, like, you talk about that, it made me think about that, the masculinity and feminine aspects of it. Like, so but me personally, I believe a woman can raise a man. I believe a man can raise a girl to be a woman. Like, because I feel like we all experience that. Like, even though I'm a man, I grew up. My mother ultimately raised me, so she taught me a lot of things. I picked up super traits as far as when it came to being my feminist side, like taking care of myself and the nurturing side of me as a man. Men are usually, they not the nurturers. They nurture in a different way. Like, but even with that, and I feel like like by me being the male, my masculine traits and characteristics is probably going to, they kind of really naturally came into play. But then I just told somebody the other day, like, me and my father, oh, bro, really the streets had became more of a sense of what I looked up to. It was more like a father to me during that time. You know what I'm saying? Not like a father, like, my bad, y'all. I'm finna get out of here because it's loud out here too. But like, the streets had became my father, not to an extent where I'm just gullible to the streets and listen to anything, but it was just like that feeling. That it was like a sense of security, a sense of
But what if the
I was
streets
a
now?
part of
What if the
something.
people you done ran into in the streets didn't have your best intention? Now, would you think, okay, if you and your father was together as one from birth on up, like where he is now, like you the seed, so he gonna have your best intentions.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I think that's what a thing come in there when they say like the streets. I don't know,
You
like
know,
the streets be
whatever,
doing people wrong.
whatever the natural process is, if you ain't got some type of adept knowledge or some type of spiritual awareness, you would never know, because I'm gonna say it time and time again. In order for that cracker to survive,
Mm-hmm.
we got to die.
Yeah.
They control every level of our existence, pretty much. All of the everything. They control everything, all the way down to our religion. So
So is that
when
why
you
they
when
put
you when you
they be
want
talking about liquor stores in our neighborhood through Inglewood?
yeah,
What
no,
about so they fund the churches and give them the tax exemption
no,
and all that shit so they can put
what
this shit out there and program us, huh?
they doing everything they possibly can to kill you, because here's the thing. They got to kill you, but they can't just wipe you completely out because they need you.
Right.
But they got to kill you. In order for them to survive, you got to die. You can't coexist with them.
so
You gonna
is
wipe
that,
them out. As long as you breathing and carrying on your regular, natural, ordinary life in several different ways. We can get
that's
off.
what they be
That
meaning
just
by
made me
keeping the
think about
bloodline
something,
pure.
man.
But they be like,
Yeah,
they trying to keep the
it's
bloodline
genetic.
pure.
It's genetic survival.
That just made me think about something.
If
That's
you
why
have,
the fucking mass shootings happening through Inglewood, through our neighborhoods, because they say they coming back to take the neighborhoods back, right? Like you just said, we can't live together.
They've been buying this stuff up since.
They
we
buying
talking
it up,
about
but
on
the
the
people
planet.
who not
We
selling,
can't even really.
they
We
sending these
can't even.
cars through,
We
and they
talk. We
sending these
can't even.
cars through,
We
and they
talking about.
mass
We
shooting.
talking about global though, on the global
Okay.
level. But y'all was asking the question of, do we think that some people was meant to be on the street and some people just it ain't cut out for them? What I'm telling you, ain't none of us is meant to live the life that we live in. You might be forced to live the street life and be good at it.
Yeah.
You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? I don't like
But
painting, but I might be forced to live the painter's life and be good at it. Don't mean that I'm cut from that cloth. We gods. We the crazy civilization. We cut from the real cloth. We get to the point where we got to start trying to figure out who the fuck we are, and we adults, what they call that word, adults, grown people, and we
Yeah.
still trying to figure out who the fuck we
Who
are.
the fuck? I know,
hey,
right?
look
It's
though,
it's
I want
it's
to
I
say something.
know,
I
right?
want
you
to say
got to
something.
you
Like, look, like what bothered me a lot, it be the vainness. I think a big part of it got to do with vainness, because like you say, If we talking about on a global level, right? But a lot of this shit, even on a global level, I think the test, to be honest, the test of us being here is to all this shit to me is like a distraction, pretty much. And it's like your test is to come to be to yourself, even though you're in the midst of all of this stuff here, because everything here is like you say, you might not be meant to live the street life. But then you might be good at it or something, or you might not be meant to live this type of lifestyle. Then you come out being good at it, but then, like you say, ultimately, that still ain't who you is. You are God, especially us with this melanin, us black men. I consider myself that, but that's because of my spiritual walk. My spiritual walk taught me that this is what you are. You know what I'm saying? This is who you is, and this is how you should conduct yourself. But in that same token, it separated me from materialism. So all the stuff of the world that it's like really nothing. Don't really. It matters in the sense that it matters in the sense that it should, according to whatever the bigger purpose is. But as far as to me, like even all the titles, everything, they really become meaningless. They kind of become meaningless, you know what I'm saying? Like the cars, the houses, but then it can come down to the titles of mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters. They all titles, and then those titles, a lot of corruption come through. Like, well, that's my brother or that's my sister. All these things is what cause it's like fame and material shit. This is what cause people to act bogus as hell toward each other, even own family and all that, or all this shit. Like what is driven off
That white
material
man
shit.
got all of that shit. That white man done fucked us up, man.
He want us to think this shit here is the
He
shit that we
wants
supposed to grasp
he wants
onto.
you to blame yourself for setting you up. He wants you to blame yourself.
It's
We
definitely
got to
set up
stop.
like
We got to stop all that shit. We got to be accountable. Listen, people smoke Newports.
Right.
They don't want to smoke them. Everybody that smokes cigarettes, I hear them say it all the time and time again. Oh, I wish I could quit these motherfuckers.
Don't they be
Full
saying that?
grown.
Hey,
Listen,
like they
check
don't
this
get
out.
no excitement in it, but why you doing it?
Because it's some chemicals in that shit that's beyond
yeah,
your motherfucking control to even control it.
it's
Even
throwing
though
your
you know it's
imbalance off.
killing you, you know this motherfucker killing you. You know it's fucking you up. You don't even like it. You don't like the smell of it or nothing. You smoking and telling me I'm gonna quit. I can't wait to quit
But
these
you,
motherfuckers. But it's something. It's all them hundreds and different chemicals. Them chemists that put that motherfucker together for you to not be able to break that
that's
motherfucker loose.
it. It throw them
So what?
balances, the brain imbalance
So
off
in the same way, they done put so much different restraints on you mentally, physically, all kind of chemicals.
all around the board.
Motherfuckers been eating fruity pebbles and tricks and all these motherfuckers
And they got
playing
all that
cereal since we
retarded.
been babies.
That's what
What
I
they
know.
putting in them motherfuckers? They got some chemicals in that motherfucker, man. They've been training our bodies and shit. You understand what I'm saying? All this old process shit.
Since we
They
was
got
kids,
to kill you in order to survive, man. When all you can't figure it, ain't nothing to figure out. I'm nipping all the bullshit in the bud. We don't need no psychiatrist. We ain't got attention deficit disorder.
and
It's a
that's that I
motherfucker
know.
doing tricks behind our back.
I'm glad you say that,
And
bro,
the
because
trick
I
is,
believe,
in
and I get.
order for them to survive, you got to die. This is the truth that the world don't want motherfuckers to know, man. It's flat out plain and simple. That motherfucker that's making
So
and producing and
it's that
manufacturing the Mercedes Benzes and Bentleys and all this shit
everything.
that y'all goo gaga about. You got to die, nigga, for them to survive and be able to
So
live
look,
the life they
this
live.
why this why they consider themselves the pure race? Because they think
Man,
they the pure
they
ones.
don't consider themselves the pure race.
They
They
be
want
saying
us to
all them
think that
white
they the
power
pure race.
motherfuckers be like, we the pure, keep the pure blood pure and all that
They
shit.
want
The
to keep
white power motherfuckers.
They
because
pit bulls.
if
They
you
full
fuck
of
with
blooded
them,
pit bulls.
you killing. They already like I'm not. I ain't trying to crack no joke. We talking the real truth shit right here. Here's the thing: the pale skin, we call it the European, Lucadern, humans, whatever you want to call it, name tag it. They are dying more than they are being born. These is facts. They are dying more faster than they are being born. And on top of that, you got these black ass niggas lusting after they women. And you got these black ass bitches lusting after they men.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking
So
frankly, you know what I'm saying,
so
with
look,
the nigga and the
but
bitch
they don't
word. But
want
what
that.
I'm saying is, no,
But
this is
look,
their mentality.
wouldn't that eliminate them though, Larry?
Of
Like,
course it will. Let me answer
wouldn't
that question. I'm not, this is not my opinion. We're talking about science.
okay.
If you know that if you in the mix with them, that child is going to be born with the dominant gene. Flat out. It's no longer, pure Lucadine. Now it's a nigga. Now the baby got carbon and melanin in it. It's a nigga. That's what they want to hear. You can't get on here and talk like you got sense and shit.
Right, it's gonna
You
be
got to cuss and say motherfucker and nigga and all this goofy shit.
crazy, right?
Fuck it.
How you got to blend? That's the stuff I'm talking about. Like, man, you want to speak a certain way, but the thing
You got to speak this shit how these motherfuckers don't take it, man. Fuck them. You got to just tell the truth.
And it's like we playing it's like you got to play their game. It's like I heard somebody
no,
say,
you don't.
You don't have
you
to,
ain't got
but
to.
they got it because I know, and I ain't with it, man. But you know what? I get flack for that all the time, but I don't get a lot of flack for it because I really keep it low key. I pass it amongst who I feel like, deserving or who need to hear it or want to hear it. But I realized I started noticing back in the day, a while ago, when I was bringing that out like that, it was even the black people. I can only really bring it to black people because I grew up in a dominantly black, white neighborhood like that. So I'm bringing it to my people, and people just wasn't trying to hear that because this system, they was a part of it and they would embrace it. And they telling me like they want me to embrace it. Like they want me to get with it. They want me to conform and follow suit. You know what I'm saying? But I just can't bring myself to do that because of what I see. I can't see some error in something and not, it's just like a thorn inside of me or something. I can't and do nothing about it. Ignore it and just like, yeah, well, it's just like it should be addressed. Maybe I was designed to address things, but it's just like, man, it's like you said, you said something about, you said that like the black man going after the white female, and then the white female going after the black dude. Like, and I was like, I know I ain't no prejudice person, but I was only I was to black females, and I was like, shit, well, is that because I just grew up around black females like that or what? But it's still like that.
The Bible calls that adultery.
That's what adultery is considered when you going outside. See,
if they don't yoke an ox with an ass,
evenly yoked. You got to be evenly yoked. But people will look at that on the surface and miss the whole point of it.
So here's the hypocrisy in that. In one sense, the Bible would tell you that you're allowed to have a wife and what they call them concubines or whatever they call them, girlfriends or whatever. So if you're married and you can have all the other midwives and other kind of wives that you want, then what the fuck is adultery? That ain't got nothing to do with adultery. Adultery is
so
you trying to make a tiger line.
Do you think it would appear to be do you think it would? I can see how that can appear to be a contradiction because it's like if I can't put it in the right context, like if you read my book, you may take what I'm reading, you may take what I wrote in my book in a totally different way from what I intended, especially depending on how good I am at relaying across my message, right? Because like you say you can have these many. You got a wife, your concubine, however, like how that situation go. But then, like you said, say you got to be evenly yoked. It's you can't mix a bull with an ox, or however you said. So it's like what it was being said. It's like at the same time, the truth was still being said to me. It was like it just with my eyes, I'm looking at it now like, damn. When he said, okay, you need to be evenly. You can't be an ox. You can't make an ox with a donkey. You know what I'm saying, or stuff like that, or the concubine. Like you would think, like what he's saying is,
it's been done so much, and people is mixed up so much. Like for example, when I went to Minnesota, it's a melting pot down there. You understand what I'm saying? You can't have the same type of conversation that you have around a motherfucker from Chicago because Chicago's so segregated. You understand what I'm saying? If you a common nigga, and I'm gonna use these words, you know what I'm saying? Because fuck it. This what y'all like to be referred to as. I can't call y'all deities or none of that other shit. So fuck it. You understand what I'm saying? Common niggas, they see the goddamn
what they see.
They only get to see so-called white folks when they on the motherfucking field trip or when they go in the court or something. They stay right in the motherfucking neighborhood all their life. They don't never go outside their neighborhood. All they see is niggas. You understand what I'm saying? But this motherfucker is a racist ass motherfucker city. And
Hey, you hear me?
motherfuckers don't expose
Hey,
themselves to it.
hey,
But down
hey,
there,
hey.
so what I'm saying
I'm
is
in,
this,
I'm
let me
in one
just
of the
make my
hey
point.
look. I'm
I
in
can
one of
talk.
the I'm in one of the
I,
racist parts right now.
hold
The
on, wait a
racist
minute.
parts right now.
We can speak
Right
openly
now.
and express ourselves about our discomfort with racism and with so-called white folks, right? We comfortable
Okay.
with talking to each other. But you go in other places where these motherfuckers feel a little bit different about white folk than how you feel about these white folk. You understand what I'm saying? And they gonna look at you crazy than a motherfucker talking about good old white. You understand what I'm saying? Whitey gonna
Right.
look at you crazy. Are you trying to talk? You done peep me? You trying to talk about good old Whitey? Motherfucker gonna look at you crazy. Then you got all these motherfuckers around this motherfucker. All the major designers out here, these motherfucking Lucaderm, which means pale skin. You
Wow.
understand what I'm saying? So motherfucker want to be politically correct about nationality and all this old shit here. I'm all nationalities. If I'm the father of civilization, the whole world over, then I'm all nationalities.
You're
So
part of you everything.
But that
Everything
yeah,
mean,
you
yeah,
want.
everything stem. That mean
Everything you
everything
want.
yeah,
stem
but
from it. But in Buddhism, they say that as well too. Everything stem from the dark man, the man of color. You know what I'm saying? Even because I dabbled in, and I can't say I'm a scholar in nothing. I'm a scholar in one thing, and that's I ain't gonna front. That's what of my faith in. But I've read a lot of different things. The Quran, I've studied that. I'm an advocate reader when the seasons come for me to be, and I always been
yeah,
that.
but
That's why I do a lot of
we
writing.
got to put them books and shit down because they use them books, man, and
To
them
to
books will
to,
have
to
you thinking you
brainwash.
smart. Nah, they
To
Hey,
have you.
brainwash.
Them books will
I
have you
don't
very intelligent. You will read them
man.
motherfucking
yeah,
books and be
but
super
then
intelligent,
what's
but don't know
intelligence?
shit.
What's
But
intelligence without wisdom,
don't know
though?
shit.
See, that's why the words say first you ask for wisdom, and once you give him wisdom, because you can be intelligent as fuck, you can know all type of shit,
And
but if you
look,
don't know
throw,
when to execute it
throw
and
all the
how to
books,
execute it,
throw
then it's
all
Man,
the books
pointless.
in the garbage.
when
It's
it
Throw
come
pointless.
down, listen, bro. When
throw
it come
away
down to
all
them
the
books,
books.
and listen, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Burn all the books.
When it
Ain't
come down
nothing
to
in
them
them.
books, when it come
Look,
down to them books, I don't know nothing because every
burn up
every every every
all the
year,
books.
every
See, the
year, every
thing
year they
is
get
though,
republished.
it's
Every
like
year
you
they get
do.
republished.
It's like you do with anything, though. You don't just take anything. You put everything you deal with or gonna try to the test. You don't just take nothing and run with it. You have to take things and put
Yeah.
it to a test, and then you will see if what stands true and what does not stand true. You can't just see
Why
nothing and be
test?
like,
Why? My point is this: why test other things? Because when you rest with them books, this is somebody else's shit. When you can test yourself, you got your
Man,
own
that's
connection to the
see,
universe.
that's
How
how
could
I
you?
feel.
Why
And
would
I
you
so.
try to find your
But see,
connection outside of
because the
yourself?
reason we had to is because we was born into it. See, we use the language you using right now is their language. It's somebody else's. We couldn't come up with our own. We using somebody else's right now. This English, this
No,
somebody else's language.
this our language though.
But it's the language
We
that was
invented
given
this
to us.
motherfucker too. We
It
ain't
was
getting them
given to us
motherfuckers.
by the universe. You see what I'm saying? It was what was given to us by the universe, placed on something we had no control over. Basically, the strategically where we was gonna be placed at on this planet when we was born.
we ain't had no
We could have.
control over
Hey,
because we wasn't
they
none
done,
then.
even all the languages that they done so called is their language. They stole it from us. They ain't made up nothing. Only language they had was cave language. Straight up. But
See,
I ain't finna get off into the name tag. I'm just trying to
because I
show the very importance of
you
knowing the fact that it's the motherfucker on your heels because if you don't die, they won't live.
because look this. Hey,
They
and that's
on
the
your
thing,
heels, man. Listen to
That's
me. You want to know why your luck fucked up? You want to know why your school system failed and all this other shit?
What's the reason?
You got to die so they can live. That's some deep shit, man. You
Timothy
ain't gonna read
Sanders
that in
said,
no
yes,
book,
sir.
man.
He
Listen
said
to me.
true shit.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Big Tim, what
In
up, Big
order
Tim?
for them motherfuckers to survive on this planet, they got to go anyway because it's getting hot. But what I'm saying is this.
Nigga,
I'm telling
hey,
y'all, no,
hey,
this ain't
hey,
no joking
boy, they
shit, man.
got global warming, bro. They got global warming in their back pocket. It ain't gonna
Listen,
never get too hot for them.
man, please.
It
I'm
ain't gonna
talking
never get
about
too
that.
hot for them.
and what they got the heart, that motherfucking heart where they control
No,
the world.
no, listen to
They
this.
got global warming.
Look, man, if you
I'm
keep
gonna tell you
on
what people
fucking with
did,
they
G.
women and
Them
shit,
people
man.
wasn't scared to die, folks. Them people wasn't scared to die, and they governed their fucking self, and they government, it kept growing, it kept getting bigger. We governed ourselves, try to be our own boss,
No, but y'all
organize
missing.
our own shit.
I
But
understand what y'all
niggas,
saying, but that's y'all missing my point. My point is this: scientifically, genetically, numerically, whatever kind of word we want to make up, man. In order for them to continue to survive on this planet, we got to die.
That's hard.
That's period. They wake. This is what they wake up knowing every day of their life. Man, my future ain't gonna be here if these motherfucking niggas keep on walking around this planet.
So look, what you think about this? What if we just talking about the evenly yoked thing, right? What if they only breed with each other and shit? And don't if they need it, can they get off that? Can they
That's
get
the
off
full
that? Like,
blooded.
or is you
They
saying that
want
it's a DNA? No, because what he's saying is it's a DNA. It's something, a scientific DNA. It's like it's some hereditary thing where you're gonna be born with this design, thinking and feeling like this with this urge. You can never get rid of that urge. Like, can they get rid of that urge to do that? Do they know? Like, yeah, they know if they don't. You saying eventually they will die off, but if they just breed with each other, if they worried, so basically they worried about a nigga breeding it, we gonna be overpopulating them anyway. But
they'll last a little longer.
Right, they'll last long, but you feel like eventually they would. You would be like eventually they will be no more. Like they won't exist. They'll cease. They'll be extinct.
They got people out here taking. They got a lot of our people out here taking high blood pressure pills.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of these.
You know what? And you know what it is? It's our motherfucking energy is rising. Listen to me. Our energy is rising and it get hot.
That nigga Larry, my dude.
You understand what I'm saying? We ain't talking about
my mama.
Oh,
my mama, boy.
You know what I'm saying? We getting hot, man. And they can't stand the heat.
Bingo, that's my cop.
No, I'm serious, man.
I know you
can't
serious.
stand the heat, man. So that global warming, they got y'all thinking about some other shit, but the real truth is, man, it's us.
You right, nigga. I know. You right.
They done figured out a way where they can live underground for hundreds.
That's all
of years.
I talk about and deal with is an
They not worried about no motherfucking sun right now. They worried about us. We the global warming. While motherfuckers running around this motherfucker looking at the news and all this motherfucking shit. We the global
program.
Warming. Look,
news program. That's program.
Cut the motherfucking TV off and start from scratch.
Be detached. You have to be detached.
That's programmed to get a black.
You gotta be detached.
Watch the news. Watch the news. Give you high blood pressure.
If you want to pick up on who you are, you got to start from scratch. Ain't no book
so
to
that's
go
what
to.
you saying when you said you could what I just say, Bone?
It's reprogrammed. Yeah, unplug a motherfucker. You talking to Morpheus? Yeah. We got Morpheus. Yeah. Look. You can unplug. Certain people do have the ability to unplug people. It's just like it said. Once you unplug, you got to be detached. You got to detach from everything. Like, you got to really detach from this world, because the whole shit. And when you in one with the universe, I feel like it's gonna get, because I deal with and trust in and live in the universe. I can't really depend on swap on no other man. Now, I use his tools. I use the tools and everything that's here, but I can't depend on no other man's system. I never had faith in it and trust in it like that. And the more I grow, the less and less it be, the smaller it be. It don't even exist to me no more. And I live that way, but I live a solitude life because nobody around me can live that same type of, they not on that type of time. Most people aren't. And you guys, y'all frequencies, our energies are relative, and that's why we even in each other's company. You know what I'm saying? Because we all able to articulate and give each other. I just know we all able to opinionate, and we growing, sharpening. I get growth off, you know what I'm saying? I get growth off talking to y'all. And I like to believe the same thing.
Texting.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that go the opposite way. Like, and I just see that, man. Like, but that's fact. The frequency, all that, my energy and all that, I have to protect that. Yo, I have to deal with that. That's the battle every day with me, protecting my energy.
Oh, they say it is always that people make bad choices and follow the wrong crowd. Or is it possible that some people were meant to live that way? It's them peoples is playing us like a chessboard, man. Because no matter what you try to do, if they don't want it to happen, it ain't gonna happen.
Hey, check this out though, Larry. I want you to ask me this. Look, what you think about this? Now, what about these people that grow up overprivileged? That grow up overprivileged to somewhere where there ain't no drugs around, but all this money around, they grow up like that. But then them motherfuckers wind up being drugged out. Some of them did. Some of them wind up like they wind up, I guess, trying to follow some supposedly what you call making something of your life, doing something with your life, bro. I don't respect none of this shit, man. To be honest with y'all, all this status shit, like you telling me, even I do this shit because I feel like it's part of my purpose of what I'm supposed to do to overcome this, to overstand this shit and overcome it. But all of it is behind me already because that's what it is. But like all that, we talk about that, getting your credit right and all that. I don't fuck game, to be honest. And that's probably that's the because I know what it is. I look at it, it's just like you said, they playing motherfuckers and shit. But I've been
No
separated
freedom,
from that. And
ain't
I
no
get
freedom, ain't no
people
freedom
fight
in
me.
ain't
People
no
fight,
freedom in
Larry.
the
Hey, they
plantation
fight, Larry,
backyard.
to drag me into that shit. I'm separated from it. People fight to drag me into that constantly. Those from that other side, that energy pulls. The people come, oh, come on, man. Let's go woo woo and do that. Look, every time, look, I don't just be by myself when I talk to y'all, bro. I be like that all the time. And then because of what I gotta do, or because of what I believe I'm supposed to do, and me being able to speak the way I am, you know what I'm saying? It involves me dealing with people. And so that's a good thing too, because I like to be able to, if I could pass anything on, anything that was good to me, and I feel like it'd be good to somebody else, then I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but even when I say like about the rap, you was right about that. Motherfuckers is clown. That's all them is clowns. That's the new clown. Nigga, like homie the clown, like what was that shit used to come on? Bozo the clown, all that shit. That's the new shit. That's what that shit is. But look, it's a truth. It's a truth and a negative, a truth and a lie and everything to me. It's a God and a devil and everything. You know what I'm saying? A good energy and a bad, like it's a good cop, bad cop, good police, bad judge. People that shit chill.
No, what Drew Ali said, a lie is truth and falsehood strangely mixed.
Yeah, like that. That's a strong statement. That's a solid statement just to even say that, because that is how it is, and that make it so. That's how people get so caught up. It is so confusing to them, but it's really not as complex as it seems, as they appear to be when people, when I guess when some type of understanding come about, when some type of spark go on inside. But see, what I was saying about the music, my point of that was that like it's a good and bad. Like you got good killers, bad killers. When the good guy kill a bad guy, motherfuckers celebrate. But outside of that, oh, don't kill. Thou shalt not kill. You know the whole saying, like, thou shalt not kill. If killing bad, ain't no motherfucker. How come when a good guy kill a bad guy, or if a motherfucker in danger and somebody on their ass and they kill him, why everybody celebrate that? Like, oh yeah, they'll celebrate him, but killing is bad, right? No, you can't be. That's hypocritical. You say thou shalt not kill. That's hypocritical to me. But see, I understand, I understand that is a such thing as a righteous kill. Is positive energy and negative energy. The tensions between positive and negative energy will always be in the earth. It's a yin and a yang. Like it's gonna always be there, right? But like with the music artists, it's a good cop, bad cop, good rapper, bad rap. You got people that, so we do these things, right? Some came to me not too long ago. The ability to project realities that we go through, you know what I'm saying, that we have to come up in, project those realities in a sense that the viewers can get a better understanding of what they up against and got to come up against. That's what a real rapper gonna do. Or it's like a person that's speaking or whatever, but it's not like you say. It's a lot more. It got a whole lot more to do with just speaking. That got to turn into action. You know what I'm saying? But it got to start with communication, because even if the universe communicating with you in some way, shape, or form, you communicating with yourself. You know what I'm saying? In some way, shape, or form. That's where it got to start with. You got to be able to communicate with yourself and say, hey, this is what I need to do, or this is not beneficial to me here in this way and that way. They got to be true to themselves, though, overall, man.
You got to be true to yourself.
And whatever that may be, though, right? Nigga got to find that first, right? But that's going to take being with yourself.
Right there. You ain't got to, if you got to find it, you lost. Because you standing, you right
you with
here.
it already, all the time.
You ain't going
you
nowhere.
Always with it. You always with it, right? Let me, I ain't saying,
motherfuckers talking about they got to find themselves, you know they really lost.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down. That means I need to sit. When somebody say, next time somebody say, man, I'm just trying to find myself, tell them to sit their ass down.
You right.
And listen, you remember the old be still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Be still and know that I'm God. That's what that really means. When people be saying stuff, they taking
so you can't add nothing on. You can't add nothing on it because a lot of people don't believe in God.
Okay, that's fine. But for me, that's why I said that that's what it resonated to.
Right, but the thing is to be
But it's
still,
me.
whether you believe
Because
in God or don't believe in God,
G, when I
be
say I
still.
believe in God, it's the same as me saying I believe in me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe in. And that shit powerful.
Yeah,
It
but
bring
everybody got their own different definition of what. When you use that word God, it's one of them words that it ignites the fanatics from across all
I
the
know,
religious
I know it.
denominations. It
I know,
just it's
I know,
just
I know, man. Are you right? Because I had, and that's why
they
like I
want you to be a little bit politically correct.
man, I ain't, but I'm
So
gonna
you
give
got
it
to
to
just
him,
at
and I'm
least
gonna
let
give it
them.
to him. I'm really, man, I'm gonna give it to him for real though. And that the fact is, I do tell people that, and it be kind of outlandish to him, kind of so to speak, for me to, you know what I'm saying? Because I tell him, man, you God, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I am, you know,
You know, people are
but
village, man. You don't
they
want to.
do.
You don't want to. You fervent about what you believe in wholeheartedly. It's something that you believe in that you will die for without no thought or hesitation about the past, present, or the future. You would die right in the moment for something. There's something out here, and
Yeah,
everybody,
everybody, right? Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
You
Or
know what I
live
mean?
for, right? Or live for. What you think? Live for too?
Well, you gonna live because you got ego.
You think?
Yeah, you gonna live because you got ego. You
And what
understand?
is what is
And you gonna die because you got ego.
or
You
what do we
understand?
define?
What you mean by that?
What
Wait,
can
what you mean? Wait,
what can
wait,
be defined?
whoa.
Though? Now,
Stop
what
sign.
can be defined as ego?
That's what I'm trying.
This thing that you call self, a motherfucker that's sitting up here talking
So
about he got a self. What ego
wait,
is.
how?
That's what that
Sweet.
is. Here you is talking about me,
You.
mine.
Burning
I
bush,
got and
burning bush,
I
edible.
saw.
You.
As soon as you speak them type of words,
Uh-huh.
you separate yourself from everything else that you connected to. And you connected to everything in the universe.
Cause you use the self.
Everything.
Cause you use
No,
self.
because
What?
you are.
Cause you self.
No, not
Hey,
because you self, but
LaShawn
because you
Hall,
just
LaShawn,
are.
not to cut y'all off, y'all. LaShawn Hall say there's no organization.
Yeah.
There's no organization on what level though? Globally, in the neighborhood. What type of organization?
Yeah. Man, and what? Well, what neighborhood she? What neighborhood the
No, what
Sean
type of
Hall from?
organization? What type of
What?
organization do he
Nah,
mean?
I think what he talking about is like, oh man, that shit kind of like that's an
Well,
image.
Yeah, cause you
well,
say
It's
you
like
know
it's
what?
organization.
like
It
Like
how you
what?
look at the system. Look at the
and
system how it's built. The system is built. It appears to be very organized, but we know it's a lot of corrupt stuff. He say the system is messed up. That's so it's like, but I think anyway, son, I'm thinking like that organized shit. That shit like what the Black Panthers try to do, the GD, all these motherfuckers try to do, and they gonna shut that shit down because ain't nobody finna. That's just like you got a
Them
business.
are
You finna let
organizations.
somebody
That's
come
not
in
a
your business.
movement.
You finna let somebody come to where you sell your whatever you sell edibles. Somebody finna come in your house and sell edibles in that motherfucker or in front of your shit, in
Not
front of your.
because you're a part of an organization. No, I'm a part of me. See, I'm just a movement.
well, to
Cause you do
cover
an
all the
organization
grounds
thing,
on that,
they're gonna break that up. They already got
there,
organizations,
there's
and they
no
don't want you to
That's
start
organization
your
on
organization.
the on the global level. There's no organization because there's been no leader that stood up and connected the government from across the world as a nation
yes.
of just so-called blacks. And then we not connected over here in America because we got Jesse Jackson, the Obamas, the Farrakhans, the
Rainbow
Al
Bush.
Sharptons. We got all of these type of people who they don't even like each other. They
Dude,
all have different
they
religious
can they can
backgrounds. They all have different political backgrounds. They all have different agendas. Everybody got their own agenda.
right.
If you got an agenda, you ain't no good for the people. Don't get up on no platform and say you here to preach the word of God and you have an agenda. Don't come talking about you here for
Yeah.
the people if you have an agenda. You got to get rid of that agenda shit. If
right.
If
you come in for you.
If you like Cadillac and you
got to
get
rid of
your own
self.
agenda.
You got to get rid of self.
Listen to this here. If you riding your funky ass around in a Mercedes Benz and you sitting up here on the podium every Sunday preaching the word of God, this just me thinking now. You know what I'm saying? But once you say you here for God and you out here trying to help God's people, and God people catching the bus and piggybacking to get to church to see you, and you driving around in $100,000 car when you could have went and got you a $10,000 car and took that $90,000 and bought X amount of more motherfucking cars and pass them out to the church members. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So
but look,
it's certain actions that you can make as a leader that'll make me look at you like, man, you know what? You ain't the right person, because you'll never have no organization. I can't read that this system is messed up when they got.
He say the system is messed up when they put Section 8 together. Section 8 is made for black women to not let their black man live with them. So I'm saying it goes like that. Because
right. So and they want to keep you in poverty. As long as you goddamn it ain't making enough motherfucking money to really live comfortable, we'll give you free rent. If this was all you want out of life here, we'll pay your little motherfucking rent for the rest of your life. You pay this shit down to your children.
That shit sound like a motherfucking. That shit sound like a special.
Yeah, you can live as long as you live in poverty. We could give you Section 8. You think they give a fuck? They make you think it's a goal. Man, I've been on the Section 8 wait list for 13 years. It's not a goal.
Everybody say that same song. Well, I've been on that shit too.
No, man, that's not a goal. That should not be sisters or brothers, whoever on the Section 8 wait list. Look, that should be not fucking waiting list. Get off that motherfucker.
Larry, what you say about motherfuckers having to kill motherfuckers off or separate that?
Quack bird, what up?
Quack, what's the word?
No, you got to die.
So that makes sense. Separation. And you saying like
they want to disavow you at every level of your existence, man.
You think that Section 8 shit, like that's a part of the plan to separate motherfuckers and shit?
That's
like
a part of the plan to keep you in poverty,
multiplying.
Listen to me.
Yeah,
keep them seeds
away from the seed planter.
Scarcity, my nigga.
Keep them seeds away from the seed
like a self-cleaning plan too, because if you keep the fathers away from the child and you do that, you corrupt that family like that. When you corrupt that shit,
it ain't about that.
It causes trauma, but I see that as like motherfuckers gonna be killing each other and all that type of shit because they grow unless they had a whole, without being traumatized in life, going through this shit, the separation of their mom and father. They see their mom and daddy argue, police come take a motherfucker to jail. Another man, somebody come get a motherfucker like just depower your ass, like you know what I'm saying? Just like in front of your child, like you ain't even.
They don't care if you is living in there with them. If y'all is cool with living in scarcity, listen, the poverty level starts at $8,000 a year.
You say it started at $8,000 a year?
That's the poverty level. $8,000 a year. If you make $8,000 and under, you probably at the poverty level.
Well, 8,000.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that don't make $8,000.
You're right.
Paperwork that say they earn $8,000.
They ass getting shit like $600 a month or something like that. Shit like that. And that shit don't add up to that. Yeah. And they living off some them programs and stuff. They get like,
and then you got motherfuckers that ain't getting nothing but that $198 every month. Food stamp. You hear me?
That can't do nothing now with the price of food. But then if you want to eat real food,
some people get it like $1,000 a month. If they got $1,000,
that's $12,000 a year. You at the poverty level still.
You want to eat real food? That $190 ain't gonna get you nothing. That's all produce. That's all fruit for me for the
gas station food.
You ain't gonna. They gonna keep you down. They gonna keep you tired. They gonna keep you pumped with that sugar. They gonna keep you pumped with them steroids, antibiotics. And all
but
that
y'all better stop listening to all these motherfucking preachers, all these motherfuckers that be on these blogs and podcasts and YouTube channels talking this old black power punk shit. Man, they lying.
Man, I just said something.
Your own mind. Use your own mind like you would treat anything. Use your own fucking.
Yeah, you got to be able to discern truth from falsehood. But what I'm saying is this here. A motherfucker the new slogan need to be, every morning when you wake up, you got to know that it's a motherfucker over there on the other side of the fence saying, if this nigga keep living, these niggas keep living, my people finna keep dying. My people gonna die off if we don't get rid of these niggas. But they can't just wipe you out because they still need you.
We built this motherfucker shit because you
So
the battery.
They used to work them companies. They used to work them Fortune 500
what they
companies.
gonna do is yeah, they gonna give a few of y'all some billions and some tens of millions and big record deals and shit.
Niggas be thinking they gonna take that shit. Motherfuckers be taking that shit sometimes, G. And they be thinking they gonna do what they want to still. And I think that's what be happening.
Man, they gonna handpick who they gonna get.
As soon as you do what you want to do, they take it.
Nah, they kill your ass. Fuck taking. They kill somebody in your family. They do something. They take your career away like that. Yeah, they'll try to make your name have no credibility. Shit like that. Like they'll try to destroy your character.
You know the fucking they've been doing since they've been on this planet.
If they don't want to martyr you,
hey, they bring you back to reality.
If you smart, they don't want to martyr you. They don't want to martyr you. They don't want to martyr you if you're smart. So they're gonna try to discredit you. They're gonna try to change your name out here while you on the planet.
Destroy us, man. They not playing with us, man. We at motherfucking war, man. They destroying us. You hear me? They got our women not liking us. They got us not liking our women. They got some of us out here thinking they women and shit. You feel me, man? All this old fuck this shit is fucked up. It happened. Hey, look, man.
They put us in the pandemic to program us with the shit that was going on TV.
Look, hey, they got some problems though. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all, they know. You know why they go to the extent they do to do what they do? Because they got some problems on their hands, bro. I'm telling y'all, look, this dominant, and they go to what you're talking about, Larry. The dominant gene and the dominant, that we are. They scared of that. You know why? Because even just one of us, even if a handful of us can change the whole, and we've done that. I believe we've done that in past times. They know that.
No, that's not why they're scared of you, man. They're afraid of you because as long as you living, you threaten their extinction, man. Listen to me. These is facts.
But that's still, I see what you're saying. You talking about in a literal sense. You talking about in a literal sense as far as them as human beings. But I'm talking about also in the sense of what they have built as far as this system. You know what I'm saying? That they don't want to die because that a couple motherfuckers can change. That shit they scared of. That's what they passing on. The system is what got them making it. That's what got them making it. That's what they scared of getting destroyed. And motherfuckers we got the power to look how we influence all across the world. Why you think they controlling that? They controlling the narrative. They controlling what a nigga say because that shit's so powerful. It can change everything. And this whole motherfucker gonna crumble and a new horizon, a new society is gonna come up from up out of it like it has in past times.
All we gotta do is get up and stop going to work. It'll happen tomorrow.
They just entrapped so many black
that's why we here though. That's why we here though. But this shit covert shit. We on here talking about this right now. But this covert shit, you gotta operate covertly against these motherfuckers. Ain't no flat out
just. Ain't no sneaking
like you said, they trying to kill us off, right?
More
they
can't
kill you off on the street. They gonna kill you off in that
jail. Ain't no more
operate covertly against these motherfuckers.
Ain't no built up, man. Get up in the morning.
But we got
nobody go to work. Fuck the punk shit.
Now that'll be
we tired of you pussy motherfuckers.
Right there.
We ain't working no more.
That's a movement right there.
Economy down.
That's a movement. I would love to see when that day happens.
You ain't got to pick up no gun or nothing. Just don't go to motherfucking work. Fuck
I would love to see when that day happens. Like you got so many people
you ain't got to be smart.
If you was born when the second president was out there, you would have seen the black president.
What was his name?
I don't know why. I left my book at home.
Yeah, it's Andrew something. It was Andrew.
He on the $2 bill.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Y'all think
but
about
that's
the wrong
still
shit,
that's
man.
their history, Larry. I'm just that's a history. That's
Yeah,
their
but
history though.
don't go
That
to
was something
work.
that was given to us because we wasn't there. Like all this shit. So you got to put this shit to the test
I
on your
wanna see
own.
what
Like
he
if a
talking
nigga
about.
tell me,
Let's
if a
throw that
nigga
out
tell
there.
me,
Everybody miss work one day. Everybody
Man,
miss
don't go
work
to
one
work.
day.
Not one day. We quit.
man, what?
We
You know
done.
how many jobs I look, I bet, man,
They
look,
gonna
man, we ain't
flag
gonna
this
even get
YouTube
to it,
channel.
yo.
Don't send
But
no
you know what
doctor.
I found out? What I found out, because I embraced myself. When I embraced myself, the universe took care of me just like these birds and everything else.
Yeah.
Right
I
here,
can agree to
That's
that.
what
I
take
can
care of
agree
me
to
right
Wait,
now. I do
it's
not
an
depend on,
exception to the
I do
rules,
not got
though.
no job right now, and I will never
can
need
agree
a
to
job
that.
again. I would
It's
never
an
think
exception
about.
to the rules,
I
though.
knew I hated that shit for a reason,
I
nigga.
can
All
agree
my
to that.
life. That's what I said.
All
I
police,
love that. I can
all
agree to that.
police,
Yeah.
I've been did that shit. Look, go
all
ahead.
emergency personnel, such as police and firemen and military, and y'all niggas, y'all got to go to work. We can't let them motherfuckers when everybody else can't. Y'all the only niggas that got to go to work.
Hey, some people don't, but see, that be motherfuckers that's doing shit.
fucked up,
That's
man.
because everybody supposed to
That's
be meant to
fucked
do
up,
something.
bro.
Like
I'm
you
gonna
do
log
what's in
off
your
this
heart, nigga.
motherfucker.
You need
That's
motherfuckers doing
fucked
shit
up,
that they got a
man.
passion for. I want my firefighter to have a passion for the shit he doing, nigga. He gotta
Yeah.
love that shit on his own. She gotta love that on her own, G. Or else they can't do it for no money. That ain't shit. That's a piece of paper. You brainwash. Like that don't exist. That's just some other shit. Like, man, come on, bro. Look. And then it's like, so everybody supposed to be following their passion. Nigga, get to your passion, because then you're going to be doing your fucking purpose out here, nigga.
No,
But
they
that comes
can't
with
get
looking
their
inside
passion because
the
they on the
passion of Christ.
plantation.
Nigga. Get to
We
your
on the
passion, then you're
we
going to
on
be
the
doing your
plantation,
purpose.
man.
You're going to be doing your purpose and not nobody else's purpose. Get to your passion, because that's something they can't corrupt. That's what's inside you. They have corrupted it, but it's something that can be reversed because it's yours. It's inside of you. And that's what you got to get to. But these motherfuckers was able to penetrate your outer and get inside of your brain, inside of your soul, and have you choose to do some other shit, choose to think another way. They chose different tactics. They use chemicals. They use even physical shit to get it done. All these different nutrients, supposedly. I don't believe none of it because somebody else just wrote it on there. I can write anything on anything and say, I put this in there, I put that in there, and this is in there. And it ain't shit in there but some water.
Having trouble.
And that's all I put in there. But just with these people, like, I believe none of this shit, bro.
Hey, y'all think that little app they be having around to my put your face on here so you can see what movie star you look like?
Yeah.
I'm tell y'all right now, don't do that shit.
I never did
Who
that.
gonna do
That
that?
ain't on my type of
They
shit.
gonna,
Who gonna do that?
I ain't that
y'all
type of
become a
person, though.
clone.
See?
They gonna
I'm not
use
that type of person.
They gonna
I'm not
use
trying
y'all.
to look like nobody.
They gonna
Right.
kidnap you.
I never
Nigga, why
like.
you
I
ain't
never
see
cared.
it?
That's
Hey,
what
why
I'm
you
talking
ain't
about.
see it?
I
Hey,
never
how you
cared
doing?
when it comes to something
You
like
know,
that, bro.
fuck out
'Cause
of
I
motherfucker.
just that ain't
Who
on
I
my
look
character.
like?
I
They
be
gonna
seeing people
kidnap your
doing
ass,
like different
use
stuff,
you as
and
a
it just be
bodyguard.
like, I be like, I don't be mad at them because I be seeing people doing stuff. They do challenges and stuff. I don't be doing that because
Man, they
that's
gonna
just
turn
ain't
you
in my
into a
character.
body
But
double, man.
I don't want to shit on them, but it ain't in my character to do that shit. Like that shit, I look at it as like goofy, so it's corny as hell. But I'm gonna keep it to myself because I feel like I don't want to make no more. But then at times I be saying it like, okay, well, man, when it's necessary, when I have to defend or address or put out who I am, I think his shit just went off.
Hey, they
So,
make billions of dollars off of these rappers, man. Billions. Each rapper, they make billions off of it.
oh
I ain't
yeah,
talking
they
about
get
what the
plenty
rappers
money.
make.
Plenty money,
I ain't
man.
talking about what
Hey,
the rapper
they
make. They
also
billions.
controlling herds and masses of people like cattle too. You know what I'm saying? That's why all this stuff going on. They controlling, moving herds. They can move them all this way, move them all that way. All they got to do is decide what narrative they want to paint, and then they're gonna push it on the mass scale where you can't have no choice but to accept the program because you gonna, but you don't have to. But majority, what I say, well, you don't have no choice. But most majority of the people, or those especially young people, they're gonna accept that. They're gonna accept that shit.
So let me ask you this: you say that is it a choice or some people made for the streets or whatever? Now, I'm noticing the motherfucking the dress codes and shit is starting to change. Now let's be motherfucking clear on some shit here now. You understand what I'm saying?
So
when I grew up, man, we didn't wear all them motherfucking shorts to show on your thigh and all that goofy shit, G. We did not do it. I don't give a fuck Gucci, how much you paid for that shit or none of that shit. And I ain't shooting no shots, but I'm shooting shots. The feminine shit got to stop. You understand what I'm saying? We got to stop.
Yeah.
Y'all got to stop with this old goofy shit. This shit goofy, man. All them design, the shit y'all wearing, all that shit goofy. Then the motherfucker.
Man, y'all.
Than the motherfucker.
I don't even like shit on
I'm
back of my
talking to
pants.
who I'm talking to,
They
man.
start having niggas around here wearing shit on back of their pants. Listen, man, when you walking down the street, you see someone, a woman back of her pants, what you do? You turn around and look. You ain't, bro, your ass ain't looking for the fucking design. You looking.
It changed.
Man, I ain't
It
about to
definitely
track nothing
changed.
to my ass. Ain't nothing going on back of my ass.
Come on, man. But look, it's like
I put baby out there, gave $350 for Universal, then told that nigga make some red money, some $600 jeans for somebody to look at your ass.
Man, I'm not accepting it. I'm not accepting it. So look, I'm
this
saying
shit out here fucked up.
If you got a business out here, you got clothes, I support your business. I will come patronize you.
Hey,
if you making your own clothes, I'll come spend some money with you. Cause I ain't fucking with all these motherfucking designers.
Man,
like
dirty money up here with that shit. They putting that shit on your ass.
I gotta get with you too, Benz, man. You gonna have to send me a package or something, bro. I
gotta get back in the lab.
I just wearing my own burning bush edible shit in a minute.
Hey, that burning bush the shit.
Get free motherfucking
that burning bush it for real.
I gotta get with you too, Larry. Cause shit, Sam's got me on that though. I'm fucking with
that burning bush behind me and deep thoughts.
Shout out to my boy, his name John, but I call him Migo. He one of the Puerto Ricans, man. But the man named John, they always gave him slack about that. Like the name John, Puerto Rican and shit. Like how you get a name?
You say his name John, he Puerto Rican?
John, his name is John.
Oh, I know a Chinese dude named John.
Yeah, but
shout
out to him because he the one. He used to bring me. He used to bring me the edibles all the time, though, man. And some of them was like weak at first, and then he told me, son, he you know what I'm saying. But I need to get with you on that too, Larry, because Tim's got me wanting to get down on that. He got him a nice ass collection over there, man. That shit be looking good as hell. So I'm gonna have to give me some of that, man. I'm gonna check in with you on it. Burning Bush edibles, bro.
Nah, but for real, man. Listen, man. This is some shit that needs to be.
Like, why am I even here to go through this? I'm here to go through this. Like, somebody hate me or something. Like, why would I feel like this? Like, that's how people would think about that. So it's like,
right, like what if it was a germ out here that was killing off your people, and it wasn't no cure for you. To tried everything. You can't get rid of that germ. Mm-hmm. That motherfucking germ is there. You become fixated on trying to get rid of that germ because it's killing your people. It's wiping them out faster than your people being born. This germ is helping to wipe your people out.
So yeah, that definitely.
Every time this germ touch your people, it wipe your people out. It helps to further get to wipe your people out. That's we the germ.
So it's like right. I know what you're saying.
You remember that shoe fly? Don't bother me. Shoe fly, don't bother me. I belong to somebody. That song right there. We the motherfucking fly. Don't bother me. They don't want you mixing with them motherfuckers, man. They don't want that, man. You killing them. You tripping. Bro, Emmett Till, man.
But they don't want us mixing with their ass, but why they wanted us to build this motherfucker?
They can't help it.
They using us to, they use a lot of motherfuckers to build this shit, like built this shit.
They need us, but we killing them. It's like fucking double entendre or some type of shit. It's double something, goddamn.
I know what you're saying. It's like a paradox. They call that shit. It's like they two opposites. They two opposites, but they both are the truth. They call that shit a paradox.
We killing them, but they need us to survive.
I get what you're saying because I know those exist.
So they got to figure out ways to kill us slowly and control us while we're alive. You hear me? Wait a minute, they turn you motherfuckers into sissies.
And just enough
they turn y'all into sissies. We ain't got to worry about you fucking our bitches or fucking your own. You hear me? Yeah. And then you turn our sisters and they don't want to do nothing but rub pussy and be freaky with each other. You ain't got to worry about my man fucking you, the white man fucking y'all or nothing. So-called white man.
Do you think though that our dominant gene will ultimately overthrow that anyway, though. Eventually, like
that's why
in the
they
long
killing you,
haul
man. Listen to me.
in the long haul process, like they can't control it. They could do it now. They could do it probably for the
That's
next
what
100 years.
That's what it's all
For
about,
the
man.
next 100 years, 200 years, however much longer. But ultimately, it's already a fucking rap. You know what I'm saying? In so many words.
They time is here.
And they know it. It's limited. So, and that's where you get this.
Yeah, but that don't mean goddamn me you let a motherfucker just keep smacking you
Nah,
upside your motherfucking head every day.
it ain't gonna
Because
happen.
you know one
It
day
shouldn't.
he finna get hit by a car. You ain't gonna wait for the motherfucking car to come hit him before you knock his ass out or something.
Hell nah.
That. Hell no. So we ain't gonna worry about what's gonna happen in the future. We gotta worry about deal with what the fuck happening right now. Right now, the people don't know that these motherfuckers is they must kill you off. They must make you retarded. They must poison you, drug your food, give you vaccines. They gotta do all kind of shit to fuck you up in order to survive. Do you blame them? Hell no, I don't blame them. I ain't mad at them. But they need to go as fast as possible. You hear me? Because they some evil, wicked motherfuckers.
You got to, because you gonna do what you got to do too. That's what I'm saying. We need to do, but
nah,
like,
we not thinking like them.
most people,
We not running around this motherfucker saying, man, these motherfuckers is trying to kill us.
nah. But if
You
we
ever
keep,
watch some dandelions, one dandelion to pop up in your pretty green grass and to get old and turn white and all them seeds be up there blowing in the wind. Next thing you know, you got 50
a lot
dandelions
of
in that grass.
it's
You hear me?
like you said,
They gonna take over.
a parasite. We like a parasite to
They gonna take over.
and we we super multiply though. That's what our multiply level high as
Man, you
hell.
hear what I just said, man?
Our multiply level high as hell.
They
We
gonna
really
pluck
like
your
roaches
ass.
and shit,
They
G.
gonna pluck you, man. You gonna take over they pretty green grass.
We kind of like roaches and shit. They ass can't get rid of our ass. We multiply too
The
much.
symbol. You think that movie Eddie Murphy in Life? I be that baby daddy. Nope, I be the baby daddy. I be the baby daddy. All that shit symbolic, man. All
It
that
was
shit symbolic.
okay. And see,
Symbolism.
okay, no question, no question on the real.
I'm on the Francis Cress Relson Act, man. She said
Who?
that Francis
Francis
Cress Relson. Dr. Francis Cress Welsing.
Wilson. Okay. Francis.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ISIS Papers. She wrote a book called The ISIS Papers. Yeah, I read a lot of books. Fuck y'all. Motherfucker on inbox me talking about some I sound like I've been in jail off of books. Fuck y'all, you smoke thinking motherfuckers, retarded motherfuckers.
Okay.
I'm saying, I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all. Y'all, cause y'all motherfuckers can't read.
Damn, dude.
Stupid motherfucker. Just cause I read no book don't make me smart either. Cause I can't stand no super intelligent motherfucker. But
That's that too.
fuck you, cause if you mad at me, cause I done read some books and got a little bit of information about certain things that you don't get. Fuck you. Straight up, cause that motherfucking hunky trying to kill your ass, and you got time to think about what the fuck I'm doing with my personal life. You some sorry motherfucker.
Yeah, sure.
Anybody that's out here trying to hate on the next motherfucking person, you a sorry motherfucker. These motherfucking hunkies out here on your ass. Man, woman, and child.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Cause
They on y'all ass. If you got time to worry about what the next motherfucking nigga doing, you's a simple motherfucker.
these,
Fuck you too. Straight up. I
these
don't give
motherfuckers
a fuck.
be
Man, look, man. I don't give a fuck. Who get mad at me? Y'all know everybody that know me know me. On the real. Everybody that know me. I don't give a fuck. A lot of people gonna get offended by the truth. You out here wearing these tight pants and you showing your ass cheeks and shit with these tight ass drawers on, man. Y'all need to stop that shit. Y'all wearing nail polish and all these motherfucking girl
Hey,
colors
I'm right
and all
with you
this
100.
shit.
percent
I ain't securing my feminism, all that old goofy shit. Look, man, stop riding with this shit. You wasn't wearing pink before the motherfucking videos started making y'all do that shit. So don't start wearing that shit now, trying to act like I'm a man. Don't do this. Don't go with this motherfucking rotation of this motherfucking system. They trying to kill you. They trying to kill you. They must kill you. This is what they have to do. You got to die just so they can live. These is facts that motherfucking leadership ain't gonna never tell y'all because they scared. I ain't nothing, so shit. They might let me live. They might not come and sneak attack and plot on me.
Okay.
They might do, but the fact is, hey, they got to kill your ass, man. They got to kill you off, man. They got to make you retarded. They got to poison your food. They got to give you false information about what's healthy and what's not. They got to do all of this shit. They got to vaccinate you. They got to hit you with the germ warfare. They got to do everything they doing. They got to do it. It's strategic. Them motherfuckers is trying to survive as long as possible. And the only thing that's keeping them from surviving so long is you. Motherfuckers talking about they been hot flash. Everybody hot flashing lately all of a sudden. Everybody getting super hot. The world is coming to a motherfucking end. We shit finna burn around this motherfucker. Talking about no water can put out this fire.
Those motherfuckers just tore our car up, bro.
Huh?
They just tore our car up, bro. Look.
Y'all just had an accident. Damn.
You heard me.
Damn, man.
Somebody just hit
Dumb
y'all.
as fuck, bro. Yeah.
Hey, where you at?
63rd. Shit, what?
Oh, okay. Damn, my bad.
I'm gonna call you back.
Damn. All right. Hey, I'm finna go ahead and end this live, man, right quick. So I don't know. You think you have anything more to touch on? I wanted to make sure he was cool or whatever, but I know I can't get off the whatchamacallit until after I end the live or whatever.
Yeah, man. I just want let me say a couple more words, man. If a motherfucker
And I
made it
go
to
ahead.
this part of if you make it to this part, I just want y'all to marinate on the fact that genetically and scientifically, this endangered species of a people is preying off us. It's like the ants. They kidnapped this worm that makes secrete some type of sugar, right? And they took him hostage and they look whatever they little ant house. And they were feeding him and everything. As long as he was secreting that sugar, they let him live. As soon as he couldn't secrete no more sugar after weeks and weeks, they ate his ass up. That's what they doing to us, man. As long as we can't secrete,
That's us.
they eat our ass up. That's it. That's all I want to say, man. I don't mind getting on here talking shit, But the shit I'm gonna tell you some shit that I believe in all my heart, nerve, and sinew. They gonna kill us. They got to. They got to kill you, nigga. They got to kill you in order to survive. They got. You remember the movie Romeo Must Die? Some more symbolism. They got to kill you in order to maintain life on this here planet.
Okay.
I got all this motherfucking gray hair on my chin, man. This shit is scary. Gray hair do not mean wisdom. I don't know. You retarded motherfucker with all this gray hair running around talking about y'all motherfucker because you're old and wise is some bullshit. Your hair ain't got no business turning gray. It's a sign of sickness and ailment. You ain't your shit supposed to be whatever color your hair is, not gray and white. But that's another subject. But all right, man.
I'm glad you talk about it. Okay. I'm glad you just said that though. Anyway, shit, still, because it'll give somebody something to reflect on. Maybe somebody at a point, shit, that shit just hit right where they needed it. Yeah, right at
Let me
that
see
point. But
what.
okay, yeah, I'm gonna let you go ahead. I'm gonna tap in too. I'm finna hit y'all. Up, man. On the website, but I'm gonna make sure this look good right quick. But
All
I
right.
appreciate everybody for sliding through, man. Peace and blessings to y'all. Everybody, prosperity to you, man. And, man, I hope y'all took something from what was talked about here today on the podcast. I know I did. And like I say, till next time, man, we'll be back at it. You know what I'm saying? Live wise, all live good. You know what I'm saying? Do what you need to do. But till then, peace, man. Shut up. All right.
All right.